So it's been 1 month on BookTube. It's safe to say it's been difficult. I admit that I thought I would have an easier time doing this because I have at least like 3-something years of experience. No, 4 years of experience making YouTube videos on my other channel. So I thought that this would be super freaking easy. And I realized that that was naive. I think there is not a lot of crossover in the like gaming, anime, reaction meme community with the book community. Well, maybe there is, but I think generally speaking, because the book community is just so much smaller and the other section of the internet that I was just talking about is so much larger, that it would make sense that there's not a lot of people who are in both. I think, is that making sense? And I've learned that people in these different communities are not built the same because they're not often readers. Their attention span is very like hot, you know? So like when you're making videos, you're just kind of like Mr. Beasting it a little bit. Not that I would ever go that far, because to me that just takes all of the soul out of it. Whereas here in the book space, it's a lot more slower paced and people have a lot better attention spans. So I'm kind of minimally editing these videos because that's what I do. I video edit, okay? I'm trying to learn to cater to a new audience that I have never really had to cater to till now. I'm trying to figure out what works well. What do people like here? Because I don't know. I've been watching other booktubers. I've watched a little bit of Jack Edwards, you know, Murphy, Library of a Viking, and trying to figure out like how they do their videos because they're all relatively successful. And so by looking at their videos, I can see kind of what does work and therefore infer what doesn't work. I'm probably leaning more towards Murphy and Jack Edwards, people like them who just kind of like sit and you're there for them as a person, as their personality. Library of a Viking, I feel like, is more like video essay style, where he picks a topic, writes an amazing script, and then really just like, you know, wows you with his thoughtful topics. And yes, people are there for him, but he's more like a video essay channel than like a personality channel, I feel like, which is what Murphy, Jack, those are the only two coming to my head for some reason. Nova, is that her name? And at the end of the day, that's kind of what I've always wanted, is to be a personality content creator. You know, people come here because they enjoy my dumbass. That's always just kind of what I've wanted. But I would say, you know, up until maybe the last like 2 videos, there has been quite a struggle. The videos were not doing as well as I thought they were, and I was still experimenting with like lighting and all these other things, and I haven't really sat here and talked to the camera long form in a fat freaking minute. And so those early videos, they were like a lot quieter and I was talking like this, partially because it was like 2 a.m. and my family was asleep. But now I think I'm back to like my more YouTuber voice. I guess I'm kind of growing it back. I've definitely noticed that I struggle with talking in complete sentences and not just having pauses where I collect my thoughts like that. A lot of the times it ends up being like really, really choppy, where sometimes a clip will have like a single word. And so I need to get better at being able to talk in complete sentences to where I don't need to keep cutting all the time. That is one thing that I've learned, and a problem that I didn't realize I had until BookTube. And I don't know how I didn't realize that after like the over hundreds of videos that I made on my old channel. So I guess we're still learning things about ourselves that I feel like should have been a little bit obvious. But yeah, at the beginning, view-wise, we weren't doing that great. And we're still not doing super great, but it's better than it was. And so that's kind of what content creation is all about, is just staying consistent and giving yourself more and more progress over time. I would say overall, I'm satisfied with how this is going. It's been difficult, like I've said. I thought I had learned some lessons about trying to not let numbers and shit get to me. But, you know, early on, when a video gets like 20 views or like 13 views, I haven't dealt with numbers like that on a long form video since like 2020. And so even though this is a new channel and YouTube just doesn't know what to do with me, it was still very like, oh my God, what is happening? You know, it was really startling, really like caught me off guard because I was just not expecting that. I thought that I could at least pull like 400 or 500 right off the bat, based purely off of my old experience, but that wasn't the case. And then I've also experimented with trying out different thumbnails, and I've also experimented with using my face or using like chibis, the little chibis I have on the thumbnails. I think I'm gonna keep doing the chibis because I've already been doing them, and it's something unique, and I feel like it stands out, and it's something that'll be really recognizable. So if I can get that to work, I think that'd be ideal. YouTube, surprisingly, is still my worst performing platform out of BookTok, you know, TikTok, Bookstagram, Instagram. It's kind of surprising because every single short form video I post on TikTok or Instagram, I also post here, and YouTube has the added boost of long form content as well. So YouTube has both types of content, but it's still my worst performing one. And unfortunately, I think at least when it comes to shorts, it's because YouTube is not very community oriented. YouTube is just non-stop consumerism. YouTube shorts is very like, you have to Mr. Beast your shorts for them to more or less do well. Generally speaking, I had one in October do pretty good, and it was just me sitting here talking about Percy Jackson, but like Percy Jackson fans are also built different, so that might be an outlier, you know. But videos that have done really well on TikTok and Instagram, they do decent here, but proportionally not close to the levels they do well on TikTok and Instagram. Like a few days ago, I posted a video recommending books that I think conservatives would ban should they find out they exist. And you know, likes wise, that was like one of my better performing videos. But view wise, it's about the same as like everything else that I've posted. And so I just find it really interesting. I don't really plan on changing how I do my short form content because it's proving to do well on TikTok and Instagram. I think I might just have to accept that personality and non-Mr. Beastified content doesn't do well here and just keep uploading because like you never know really, right? And focus more on YouTube long form videos on this platform, which is what I've been doing. So it's not like that much of a change, but I do think that YouTube Shorts is just so different from TikTok and Instagram Reels that I think I need to stop worrying about it so hard. That way I can just be pleasantly surprised if something else happens. But I actually find that really interesting. It really shows a lot about the community aspect and how there basically is none in Shorts, which live streaming is to YouTube live streaming as TikTok is to YouTube Shorts. You know what I mean? There's just a community aspect that'll actually never be here. YouTube Shorts viewers, they want to be really removed from their content that they're watching. They don't want to be really a part of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, they like and comment and stuff like that, but you know what I'm trying to say? It's just something they open up, close, whatever, not a big deal, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I do just, like I said, find it very interesting. I think that I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm not really looking for a video on this channel to blow up, I guess, and just bring a frick ton of traction to my channel. While, you know, that might be nice and get me going early, I think the more reliable method would probably be just, you know, linear growth over time. It would probably take longer, but I think that in terms of channel health and longevity, this is probably the way I want to go. And so I think that's kind of what we're doing right now. It's a little kind of all over the place, but you know, like I said, that's okay. And yeah, that's my little rant and my little update, completely unscripted, of how we're doing. It's not been easy. I could upload more, but I'm also applying for jobs right now. So, you know, once I get one, I want the upload schedule to not change and still be the same consistency. So I don't want to be uploading like 5 times a week and then I get a job and then I can't upload 5 times a week and it just brings it down, right? I want it to be the same. Tangent, sorry. And yeah, it's been hard, but we're going and I think it'll work out. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Follow me on my socials, check out my sponsor, and I'll see you not on Tuesday, but next Friday, a week from when you're seeing this video. I'm gonna be out of town in Kansas City in the cold. I'm not built for.